A very good morning to everyone. In today's session, we will discuss about chapter 2, computer hardware and software. Let's start with topic 1. In this chapter, topic to be covered: hardware, software, input devices, processing devices, output devices, storage devices, programming language, and compiler and interpreter. Now, first point, what is hardware? Basically, it is a piece of equipment. It means it is a part of your computer system like keyboard, mouse, everything is the part of hardware. In a general term, it can be touch. It allows information to enter and retrieve from computer system. It is a physical device. It can be repaired also, and it could be of internal type also or external part of also. Like if it is an internal part, the example is hard disk, and like external device, it is a mouse. Now what is software? Software is a set of instruction or programs that follow a computer system. Software can't be touched. It governs when and how hardware devices can be used for variety of tasks. It means it is like a manager. It will manage a sequence of instructions how to run the instruction on a computer system. The example of software is operating system, games applications or office program. Next is classification of hardware. Hardware can be classified in four categories: input device, processing device, storage device. So let's start with input device. Input device, it is a device through which data can be entered and transformed into a computer system. Input device could be of different type like keyboard, mouse, trackball, scanner, webcam, digital camera, barcode reader, optical character reader or microphone. You need to learn only 3 to 4 devices, more than enough. Let's start with keyboard. Keyboard is a set of keys that are positioned on a keyboard. A keyboard includes numeric keypad, functional keys, number keys, letter keys, special keys and arrow keys. Numeric keyboard, it's like a calculator. Function keys, it's the first row of your keyboard, top row, that is F1 to F12. Number key 0 to 9, they are 2 times on your keyboard. Right side part also on numeric key on keyboard, left side in a row form also. And special keys like control or spacebar. Arrow keys are like left arrow, right arrow, top or bottom arrow. It is for directions, for giving right, left, top or bottom direction. Next is mouse. Mouse is a pointing device. It means it will point out on your screen where your cursor is blinking. It contains 2 or 3 buttons. It controls cursor movement on the screen. Either it could be wired or it could be wireless. It could be a port type. Wireless mouse works via radio frequency signals. The difference is that mouse that is without wire needs a sensor technology. It is having a sensor technology, and for running the sensor technology we need a cell system, and the cell system contains the range of your signal. Like this mouse, keyboard is also having 2 technologies, wireless or wired keyboard. Next is trackball. Trackball, it is also a pointing device. It consists of a ball held by a socket containing sensors to detect the rotation of ball. Generally it is also like a pointing device. It also rotates your cursor left, right, top and bottom direction, and the user basically roll the ball with the thumb, finger or palm of your hand to move to a cursor. Cursor can be moved in all direction, left, right, top and bottom direction. Next is scanner. It is used to scan the document. Scanned copy will generate a digital image file in a computer system. Whatsoever we are scanning, it will store as a image file, and scanned copy can also be printed. It can also be edited by using some special software. Next is webcam. It is a real-time camera The image of webcam can be used for World Wide Web, video calling or instant messaging. Generally, a user uses webcam for the purpose of surfing or chatting on the internet. Next is digital camera. Digital camera is used to shoot the photographs, and these such photographs can be transferred to a computer system by using cable connection, and these photographs can be edited with the help of editing software. Next is barcode reader. Barcode reader is used to read the barcode printed on various objects. For example, grocery store, departmental store are using to manage the billing system for the purpose of maintenance of your store. And barcode reader contains small pins, small points, or it is also in the form of you can speak standing line or sleeping line. Different type of codes are available. Optical character reader OCR. OCR is used to translate the handwritten or typewritten text into a machine editable text. Generally it is used to scan your document, and a user can read the handwritten document on a computer system with in a MS Word file or in a text written file. It can read the document that is handwritten by a user, and online OCR can convert the PDF file into Word for editing. Next is microphone. It is referred to as a mic or a microphone. It converts sound into the electrical signals, and it is used in tape recording or hearing aids. These all are your input devices. Now move to the processing devices. Processing devices, generally CPU is known as a processing device, and CPU contains two parts: control unit and ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit. Control unit, it is considered as the heart of computer system, and it controls all the other units to direct them to work in a proper way. While arithmetical logical unit, it performs two types of operation: arithmetical operation or logical operation, or you can speak arithmetical processing or logical processing. Arithmetical means mathematical operation. A user can use addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. While in a logical operation, it performs the relational and logical operation like checking either condition is true or either condition is false. It means it will generate the result in form of true or false. Next is output devices. Output device allows computer system to communicate information to human or accept data from a computer system. Output could be of two types: hard copy and soft copy. Hard copy, it is generated on paper. It can be read immediately or store or read later on also. It is permanent form of output. And soft copy, it is a transient form of output and lost when computer is turned off. And it is usually displayed on output device screen like LCD or LED. Output devices are your hard copy device, soft copy device. Hard copy device are your printer and plotter. Soft copy device are your VDU. VDU means visual display unit that can display the output on your screen, like CRT. CRT full form is cathode rays tube, flat panel display, LED and so on. And one more is speakers. Next is printer. Now printer produce output on the paper, and output generated by printer is permanent on paper. Before taking the print out, a user can change the setting of printer quality, printer quantity, paper size or many more things. A printer is classified in two categories: impact printer and non-impact. Impact printer, it operates using a hammer to strike a character against an inked ribbon. A ribbon is there. Ribbon contains a liquid ink, and when a character strike with the help of hammer to that ribbon, that character is printed on your paper. An impact printer has following disadvantages: it's very slow in processing speed, it is noisy also, and it is having the problem of mechanical breakdown. An impact printer could be of different type, like example is there: dot matrix printer, daisy wheel or line printer. Generally, impact printer is used in some specific environment like in banking management system. First one is dot matrix printer. It is type of impact printer. It can produce graphical image in addition to text. It is less expensive. It can print 100 to 600 character per second. And the disadvantage of dot matrix printer is there. It contains a poor text quality. If some dots are missing in between, the meaning of word will be changed. Daisy wheel printer. It is second type. It works on the basis of typewriter technology. Hammer strikes a wheel with a petal. Each petal contains a letter. It means a rotational wheel is there, and a wheel contains a group of petals, and each petal contains a single alphabet. And when the petal rotate and move to the particular location of your ribbon, it strike on your paper and print the alphabet. So it deposit ink on the paper and print a character, and it can print up to 30 character per second. It's the processing speed. Next is line printer. It prints one line of text at one time. It is fastest printer in impact printer. It is used for bulk printing. It can print up to 6000 lines per minute. 1200 to 6000 lines it can print in a 1 minute. It is used for professional printing. General user never used line printer. Non-impact printer. Non-impact printer is high-speed printing technology which is not satisfied by the impact printer technology. Mean to say, what's the disadvantage impact printer was having? All disadvantages were covered in non-impact printer and technology improved. And non-impact printer could be of different type: laser printer, thermal printer, and inkjet printer. Laser printer, it contains a highest speed and best quality. It produces the image on a paper by directing a laser beam at a mirror. Where we are using laser technology, automatically speed will be very fast and quality will be best, and higher printing cost. It also having a cost of printing very higher. Due to that, generally a user never use for general printing, and it can produce both colored and black and white printouts, and it uses the dry ink powder ink for printing on a paper. Next is inkjet printer. It consists of a nozzle to produce small ink bubbles. These bubbles produce very tiny drops of ink and paste it on the paper, and it can produce different color drops also. It means a colorful combination is also possible in the case of inkjet printer. It is silent in working time, very less noise it is generated, that's why it is used for official purpose. Less printing cost either than laser and higher than thermal printer, and it has a disadvantage that pages must be dry before handing over to the user. It means you need to dry the page for 5 to 10 seconds. If you will not dry the page, the ink will be spoil the paper. Plotter. Plotter, it is a vector graphics printing device that connect to a computer. It print their output by moving a pen across the surface on a paper. It can draw complex line art but with slow speed, and it is used in creating pie chart, bar chart, or good quality printouts. It is used for professional purpose, and the processing cost of plotter is very less. Either the plotter general market cost is very higher. It is used for business purpose. Next is video. Video is a part of your output device, that is soft copy. That is also called a monitor. Video is a device that can display signal generated by a computer system. Pixel is the smallest part of your screen. Screen could be of two types: cathode rays tube, that is called a monitor. Next is flat panel display like LCD or LED. Next output device is speaker. These are external output devices. It can generate signal in a waveform, and it is used to generate output in the form of audio signals. Either it could be wired, either it could be wireless. Next is storage device. It is used to store the information on a computer system. It is divided in two categories: primary and secondary memory. Primary memory contains RAM and ROM, while secondary memory contains hard disk, floppy disk, optical disk. Optical disk further contain CD-ROM, CD-R or CD rewritable, and optical card contains Blu-ray, pen drive or memory card. Now what is primary memory? It is used for different type of activities. Total it is combining with 4 steps. First step is it can store the input or output of your computer system. It means first step is input output operation. Second is manipulation of text and calculation operation. Third step is logical and comparison operation. Fourth step is storage and retrieval operation. It's like a definition of computer system. Accept input from the user, manipulate the input, afterward processing on that input, afterward store the data on a memory. Now first is RAM. RAM is a volatile storage. It needs no special circuit to retain the stored data. It is higher speed circuit memory. It can store data temporarily. Data will be in your computer system till your system is in running mode or either any technical fault is not there. That's why it is called a volatile device. It contains a data till your system is working. Next is ROM. ROM, it retains data when power supply is off. It is called a non-volatile memory or a non-volatile in nature. ROM chips can only be read. It doesn't accept any data from user. It could be of 3 types: PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. PROM full form is there: programmable read-only memory. EPROM means erasable programmable read-only memory, and EEPROM means electrical erasable programmable read-only memory. Next is secondary memory. Secondary memory is also a non-volatile memory. It is used to store large amount of data for a longer time. The difference between secondary memory and ROM is that ROM can't be used by the user. User can't use the ROM for storing of data from user side. But secondary memory can be used as a storage device for a user. It stores data permanently and it is used for backup or copy of data. Next is hard disk. Hard disk, it is a fixed inside your computer system. It is made of aluminum material and its size is 3.5 inch or 2.5 inch. It is available in different capacities like 500 GB, 250 GB, 1 TB, 2 TB. It depends upon user capacity how much he wants. Hard disk uses round platters. Its capacity can be measured in gigabyte and terabytes also. Right now we are using petabyte also. Next is floppy disk. Its size is 3.5 inch. It is coated with plastic layer from both sides and it is metal disk inside the plastic layer, and its storage capacity is maximum 1.44 MB. The reason for using the floppy disk was only when it was used, only this is the device that can store data from user side and it can be transferred from one computer to another computer. Either capacity is very less, but it was used as a storage device for the purpose of transfer data from one computer to another computer system. Next is optical disk. It can store data in the form of highly concentrated beam of lights, and it can be of 2 types: optical laser disk, that is also known as CD and DVD, and optical card like memory card and pen drive. Now CD-ROM. It is a plastic disk and the capacity of general CD is 700 MB approximately. 700 MB means it can store approximately 2 lakh pages of a text, and a user can read only from CD-ROM. A user can't write data in a CD-ROM. CD-ROM can be used to hear song also. Now next is CDR, CD rewritable and DVD. CDR means CD recordable. CD recordable means where a user can record data one time, and CD rewritable in which a user can rewrite data approximately 8 to 10 times. Afterward data will be permanent to your computer system. It means CD rewritable can delete and restore new data approximately 10 to 12 times. Afterward, last stored data will be permanent in your CD. Next is DVD. DVD stands for Digital Versatile Disc. It is similar to CD in a shape. DVD can store approximately 4.7 GB data, that is approximately 7 times either than your CD. It is high density data storage device. High density means it can store approximately 7 times more data in a same space that contains CD. Next is Blu-ray. It used blue volatile laser instead of red laser used in CD and DVD, and it can store 50 gigabyte of data, approximately 6 times more than your dual layered DVD. The capacity of dual layered DVD is approximately 9.4 GB. If you are using single layer, then it is 4.7 GB. If you are using dual layer, then it is 9.4 GB. So it is approximately 6 times more capacity either than your DVD. Next is pen drive or flash drive. We can store up to 1 TB or 2 TB data in pen drive. Now 64 now more capacity pen drive is also available. It is a plug and play device. It start working when device is on. No need any special software, no need of external power sources, and it is best tool for transport of data from one computer to another computer system. And memory card, it is used to store data for digital cameras or mobile devices. It is also a plug and play device. A user transfers data easily by exchanging the memory card in other device. Next topic is software and its feature. Term software first time used in 1957, and software is a set of instructions that is helpful to direct computer system, and software is having different features. It is helpful to easy to use, graphical user interface, multi-platform capability, compatibility with other softwares, mail enabling and web enabling. A user can easily take the services of email or web services. Next is type of software. Software could be of generally different type. First is pre-written software that is already available in your computer system, and the types of pre-written software are system software, programming software and application software. And custom made software are those software that are designed by a user. System software, it serves as a intermediary between hardware and its application program. System software provide important functions like loading to itself, managing hardware resources, providing commonly used set of instructions. And types of system software are system control program, and second is system support program. Next is application software. It provides more specific function to the user. It manipulates data to provide information. And types of application softwares are your general purpose application software like MS Word, Excel, Media Player, and specific purpose application software like accounting management software or attendance management software. Next is programming software. It assists a programmer in writing computer programs and software using different language in more convenient way. It includes linker, loader, text editor, compiler or interpreter. These all are the programming software that will help a user to design a new software. And programming language, it is an artificial language that can be used to control the behavior of a machine. And types of programming language are your machine language, assembly language, high level language. Next is your fourth generation language. Fifth one is your natural language processing. Machine language is the low level programming language that can store data in 0 and 1. Assembly language used assembler to link the data, and assembly language used mnemonics to store the data. Mnemonics means keywords. And high level language works in a general user form that a user is using. And fourth generation language is advanced language that will help to increase the capability of high level language and hiding data from user and generating the result. And fifth generation language works on the basis of natural language processing, and it is generally used in artificial intelligence system. Now, what is difference between compiler and interpreter? Compiler converts a program into machine code as a whole. It means it can convert a complete program in one time, while interpreter converts a program into machine code one statement at one time. It means compiler convert full program in one time, while it convert only one statement at one time. Compiler creates object code file, while interpreter does not create object code files. Third one, program execution is faster in the case of compiler. Since once program is compiled successfully, an object code file is produced. Now this object code file is executed and no need of recompilation unless we change the source code. It means everything will be happen in one time. One time program is compiled, it can easily execute it and generate the output till a user is not changing the source code. While in case of interpreter, program execution is slower because every time we want to run a program, it is interpreted again. And other difference, error detection and removal is comparatively difficult in case of compiler because compiler will show a list of many errors in the whole program, while in case of interpreter, error detection is instant and correction is relatively simple and easy, since only one line is translated at one time, and if any error, then error message is displayed and we can correct one error at a time easily. We need not to search the full program. That is difference between compiler and interpreter. So this is your chapter second full explanation. If any doubt, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you. Have a nice day.